Following the ceremony, we caught up with Biden and asked him about his potential run for president. Can I ask you why you're the most qualified person to take on President Trump?
No one should run for president unless they think they're qualified.
And why do you think you could beat President Trump? Why is this your time?
I think anybody could beat him.
Reporting on Capitol Hill, I'm Nicholas Ballasy. What do you want to see Congress do for the veterans specifically? What's lacking right now at Capitol Hill?
When did I say this?
You said that during Abramoff.
Oh, yeah.
There's legislation pending in Congress that would give the wealthy the opportunity to donate to the Treasury on tax forms. What would be the most that you would donate?
Everybody has to do it. There's no such thing as federal government is not a charity. We're all in this together. We all have to pay our fair share, and we all have to do it at the same time. There's no opt-in or opt-out.
Would you have done anything different in terms of the arguments you framed against
I think
Romney?
it did not help us. I mean, to be candid, maybe this is because it was in a Republican primary with conservatives, but I think it clearly did not help us.
Did you accomplish what you had hoped today?
We'll find out, won't we? It's a long process. I'm sorry, officer. It's a long process, so we'll see. Everybody's socking their money away. That did not create any. Nobody went and started a business with their Bush tax cut.
And also Social Security. You do not want to cut any entitlements, correct?
I'm not going to be cutting Social Security.
What do you say to some critics who suggest you and Mr. Trump may not have wanted it long because they'll get into foreign policy and you're not as strong?
They can speculate all they want.
So no, for those who are that arrogant as to say even so blatantly that they will choose the nominee instead of it being the will of the people, they got another thing coming.
Do you think Trump has a shot to take the election?
Well, I mean, he's already surprised most of us. I never thought he'd go this far, so I'm not going to estimate what he will do.
Republican presidential frontrunner Donald Trump dropped out of the CPAC lineup last minute. We asked attendees if they think it was the right decision. Mathematically, Senator Sanders can't proceed. Should he get out of the race at this point?
That's not for the DNC to determine. We have 14 primaries left, and we're going to let those play out, and the candidates make those decisions on their own.
Now you hear Democrats say in response to that, look, even if every country in the world doesn't drastically reduce emissions, the U.S. has to be the leader. The U.S. has to make the first move.
That's garbage. Well, you think in a heartbeat, right now, China is celebrating the fact that we might reduce our emissions here because that it builds up, they'll end up inheriting a bunch of our manufacturing base.
We've arrived at the final day of the Democratic National Convention, where Hillary Clinton will formally accept the nomination for President of the United States.
But they kind of tried to airbrush me out of their history, which I said to myself, even if I lose, I've got to fight it.
Who you wound up supporting in the election, presidential election?
It's none of your business. You can't legislate love. The President of the United States can't legislate us into liking each other. We have to step forward and ask questions about each other and engage.
My father's always going to be himself. What they'll see is you'll see other things like the foreign policy speech. He can do both, but he wants to appeal to the people. He doesn't necessarily care about the elite and talking to that group. He wants to talk to the people that matter, the people who've been left out.
The man has tremendous ambition, but I find little behind the ambition. In fact, it appears to me as if it's the emperor wearing no clothes.
Putin would much rather have Donald Trump in the White House than Hillary Clinton. Why? Because Hillary Clinton's tougher.
The prediction that you made in the first film about reaching the point of no return in 10 years, that was back in 2006. Looking back on that prediction, why did you make the prediction at the time, and are you making a new one right now given the current circumstances?
Well, first of all, we've seen a lot of progress since the first movie came out. We have the Paris Agreement now. The cost of renewable energy has come down so quickly that people are switching over.
And people are not happy with the way things are going in this country. They don't think Washington is paying attention to them.
Donald Trump has officially won the Republican nomination for president here at the Republican Convention in Cleveland, Ohio.
But her attitude toward Russia, her attitude toward China could lead toward a World War III too. So
Hillary's?
Yeah, you just never know. All that war rattling with NATO.
So I think Mr. Trump was surprised. I don't think he I think we all know he didn't really want to be president, and now he's stuck with it for 4 years.
Even in those pro-Trump areas, they said no to his rejection of the climate issue. So maybe he'll learn the truth, listen to the public, and understand the responsibility the President of the United States has.
As the new year begins, we came here to Washington's Union Station to speak with voters about President Trump's job performance. Mr. Jackson, could you talk about your tweet? Are you going to leave the U.S. or are you staying here? I'm just asking. You just tweeted it out.
Do I look like my bags were packed?
I'm reading your tweet. I'm reading your Twitter.
What does my tweet say? I tweeted that.
That's it? Nothing else?
Twitter account, just like he has a Twitter account. I used it. Look, everybody keeps saying I said I was leaving. I was doing a Jimmy Kimmel sketch. I was portraying a Magic 8 Ball. You remember that? Did you see that?
I did see that.
So why does everybody think that's my personal opinion? Nobody attributes those first two questions to my personal opinion.
The evidence against Trump and Russia is huge and mounting every day. We see it. He can't lie about it. He's going down, and so will all of his administration. The charge is treason.
Would you run as an independent or a Democrat? Or
I certainly wouldn't run as a Democrat or a Republican, so if I ran, which is a long shot.
He was a doer who served the people who sent him to Congress for 59 years, loved this country, wanted it to become better and better and to give more people a real shot at a future that would fulfill their potential.
Secretary Clinton, one other question for you about 2020. What do you think of the candidates? Are you happy?
Are you going to run?
Are you happy? Are you going to run?
We got to think about John Dingell and his
Any quick
legacy.
thoughts on Dingell's legacy?
What did you think of the news that Hillary Clinton may run for president again? Good idea for
to worry about.
Everyone knows we don't agree on
What
everything.
issue causes the most contention between?
Even when we disagree on things, our family, we all have different values and ideas, and we never fight about it when we're home.
We have serious discussions. She's of a different generation. There's issues like the whole role of gays in our society and discrimination, and many of those issues that are very serious to, especially also to her age group.